Many thanks for choosing us. We start with your election headquarters because barely hours after NDC got the green light to proceed with Saturday's presidential and parliamentary primaries, the party has been hit with a fresh legal action. We have details for you shortly, but first, it was all excitement for some members of the NDC as an Accra High Court struck out a case filed by the NDC flag-bearer hopeful Dr. Kwabena Duffuor against tomorrow's primaries. Dr. Duffuor had alleged the delegates list handed him by the party was bloated, hence a decision to seek the court's intervention to block the primaries. He, however, informed the court today that he does not intend to pursue the case any longer. Lawyer for the NDC, Godwin Tamaklo, says the party now has a green light to proceed with the primaries.
What's important is that today the respected Dr. Kwabena Duffuor had asked his lawyer to seek the leave of the court to discontinue the action, and same has been done. And as you heard us in court, we're not opposed. So today there's nothing hindering the election coming on tomorrow. And I want to assure the rank and file of our party that tomorrow we'll have the election across the length and breadth of the country.
I mean, I saw the process that you filed. You said that majority of the issues with the list had been dealt with.
At this point that the matter has been discontinued. Let's leave it like that.
Lawyers for Dr. Duffuor announced to the court that they had instructions to discontinue the matter, and so as we speak, the matter has been discontinued. I would like to use this opportunity to thank the Council of Elders of the party, the chairman of the party, the general secretary, for the effort they've put in place in resolving this matter. I also want to thank Dr. Duffuor, the presidential candidate, for his magnanimity and to accept to withdraw this matter from court. What this shows is that the NDC is united. Yes. The NDC is forging ahead in the 2024 elections as a united party. Yes. Now, as to whether the elections will take place or not, the party has already issued a press statement signed by the General Secretary that the elections are coming off tomorrow. And I can announce to the whole of the NDC fraternity that these elections will take place tomorrow, Saturday.
That opens the door for us to be able to proceed with the elections tomorrow. So we want to use the opportunity to send a message to all the rank and file across all the country, all our delegates, all our aspirants, that we are ready to go right ahead with the elections tomorrow. So we're going to immediately get in touch with the Electoral Commission and arrange that all the logistics are able to reach to the places that they ought to reach. Thank you all of you for the cooperation.
You represent the party. There were some issues that the Duffuor camp raised, and more reason they came to court. Subsequently, it has been withdrawn. Have you satisfied the requests that they made to which they came to court?
Yeah, it's been satisfied. The delegate list is the main primary document that we are depending on, and this delegate list has been ready, made available to all the contestants. So really, as far as we are concerned, there really was no case to begin with. But we are happy they didn't decided to withdraw it.
The Electoral Commission stated that it would be difficult for them to be able to...
I've already explained that we will make sure every assistance is provided for the materials to reach in good time.
Do you have any other thing with respect to the fact that there may also be delays as a result of what has transpired?
We will ensure that all the materials are there on time.
Meanwhile, a fresh injunction has been filed against the primaries tomorrow. One Edgar Asamoah Boateng has filed an application at the High Court in Adentan seeking an order to injunct the polls. My colleague Samuel Mbura joins us via Zoom with more on this. Samuel, what does the injunction say?
So, in his statement of claim, Asamoah Boateng, who's a card-bearing member of the NDC in the Guapan North, says he is surprised the first and second defendants have failed to provide the voters register to his representatives and all other aspirants, including presidential aspirants. The plaintiff adds that the failure to provide a proper photo album of eligible voters has caused a lot of rancor and acrimony in the party, and that all attempts to obtain a proper photo register or album has fallen on deaf ears, and all indications are that the impending internal party elections would be a disaster. It goes further to say that the first defendant itself has been given conflicting directives on the issuance of a register and is fueling the uncertainty surrounding the credibility of the impending elections. It asks that that the first and second defendants' reluctance to provide a complete and credible photo album ahead of the elections for verification marks of a plan to create undue advantage for manipulation of the presidential and parliamentary primaries, a reason he is in court.
This Edgar Boateng, do we know?
Can I come again? I missed that.
Who is Edgar Boateng? Is he a member of the NDC?
Yes, so he is one of the parliamentary aspirants in the upcoming elections, and a reason he's raising all of these concerns.
Right. Joining me also is Professor Ali Duseido, who he is the head of Political Science Department at the University of Ghana. I'm grateful for your time, Prof. What does this mean for the party?
Hello,
Prof. Yes, Prof.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I believe you're following all these developments, and I am asking what this actually means to the party.
I think it can imply 2 things. One, that not being proper mechanisms for people to address their demands within the party. Of mischief and bad faith. So, in the first instance, if there were no opportunities for individuals to address their grievances in a political party, they may say, or if they are not happy with the way that their grievances have been addressed internally, they may seek to.
Prof, can you position yourself well? It's been difficult hearing you.
Is it better?
Yes, let's go ahead and let's see.
So I was thinking that, at the same time, I was thinking that there may be 2 issues here. The first issue is that there are no forward channels.
There seems to be a problem with the audio. Let's get off and join the Zoom again, and let's see if it gets better, because we can hardly hear you, Professor Ali Duseido. But as we wait for him to do that, earlier the Electoral Commission had indicated it will not be able to supervise the election if the legal tussle were unresolved. Can the party count on them now for tomorrow's elections? We've been making efforts to get a response from the EC. Well, before we bring you that, let's get back to Professor Ali Duseido, who was making a point about how this actually affects the party. Prof, go ahead. I believe we can hear you now.
Thank you so much, Aisha.
Yes.
So there are 2 issues here. The first could be that the internal dispute resolution mechanism is not properly functioning. And for that matter, people may decide to resort to outside means of addressing grievances, which I think is not right, because the NDC have made available all opportunities for resolving disputes as far as these elections and other elections that they have held in the country is concerned. There is always a standing committee that deals with these issues. And I believe the very issue that this individual is raising has been the same issue that the Dufour campaign were raising, and they have decided that they are now satisfied with what is going on and have withdrawn the case. So if I think it is not so much about procedure of resolving disputes in the party, the second option could be clearly that there is plain mischief and bad faith, that the candidate is acting in bad faith just to drag the processes back, just to embarrass the NDC, and just to make the NDC not be able to hold its primaries tomorrow, and the subsequent consequences and challenges that will follow. Because if you are a true loyal supporter of the party, at this time that they are battling with time, to save resources that has already been invested and spent to get this thing done, the party has been regoing a rebuilding process from the branch level up to this level, and tomorrow's event is going to crown all these rebuilding processes. then a loyal, dedicated member of the party will go and do this just to inject the elections means that he's acting in bad faith. There could be other reasons, but I believe that this is not a matter of not exhausting internal democratic options of addressing an issue or the unavailability of same. I think the NDC has to exercise restraint, pay more attention to their support base, and take very critical notice of what is happening. But it also suggests that when people begin to attack a party this way and drag a party this way, then it means that there is something good and positive that the party is doing or likely going to achieve. So whatever way it is, they should strengthen internal dispute resolution mechanisms, but also be very watchful of saboteurs within their ranks.
What options are available to the party in the event that there are saboteurs, as you actually mentioned? Can it invoke its constitution?
Yes, I think the NDC as a political party has the right to invoke disciplinary measures for actions or inactions that undermine or put the name and the repute of the name and the image of the party in disrepute. So if the party is able to establish after all the dust has settled that these particular motives were not just born out of critical grievances that these individuals were facing, but is actually meant to sabotage the processes, they can revoke their membership, they can institute any other disciplines that will let people learn lessons. Because I think at the last minute like this, when somebody takes this kind of measure, there is something at stake, honestly.
Professor Ali Dusedo, I'm grateful for your time. He's the head of Political Science Department at the University of Ghana. Earlier, the Electoral Commission had indicated it will not be able to supervise the election if the legal tussle were unresolved. Can the party count on them now for tomorrow's elections? We do not know yet if the party has been served with this writ, but if it does, what does it mean? Will the EC be able to supervise the election? Will it even come on? But we're told the commission is currently in a meeting and will engage us as soon as they are through with the meeting. We'll keep you updated as and when we get the information.